Hi there, I'm Andy. I'd just like to spend a few minutes chatting about Christian computer games and the problems that they've faced over the years and perhaps what we could do about it. I guess one of the big problems that people have faced is how do you make a game both Christian and fun? I guess one of the ways that these games have failed in the past is they've often ended up being just games all about morality, like you get rewarded for doing the right thing, you get punished for doing the wrong thing. It's basically a way of teaching people to be nice to one another. And at the end of the day, it's just really dull. One of the common responses to that problem is that people have rejected the whole notion of making a Christian computer game. They've tended to say, well, why don't we try and let's just make a normal computer game that's fun to play. It's it's not explicitly Christian, but we'll make it reflect a Christian worldview. Ultimately, I think one of the big motivations for that approach is there's a real skepticism that a game can effectively teach Christian doctrine. There's a sense that people don't play games to be taught. They play games to have fun. They play games to relax. And of course, the whole notion then of making a game that is designed to educate them in some way, well, it just smacks of school and boredom. Personally, I think the problem is that morality is what's boring. I hate being told what to do. I hate being told what's right and wrong. Like there's nothing exciting or gripping or fun about that. Personally, I reject the whole notion that a game can't be fun and teach you something. You can read all sorts of things about what's called tangential learning. That's learning as a side effect of playing. One of my favourite games of all time is Day of the Tentacle. And there's a great little scene where you're in colonial times and you meet the founding fathers of America whilst they're busy writing the US Constitution. And you can have a little chat with them, you can ask them all sorts of questions, and I learned loads about American history through that. I knew nothing about that period at all before. I know a lot of it's probably made up just for laughs, but it still instilled a kind of an interest and a love of that period that's still with me today. So as I said, I think the fundamental problem is that it's morality that's boring, not the Bible itself, not the idea of teaching it. Personally, I think the whole notion that the Bible is primarily about morality is just plain wrong. The Bible is a truly gripping, exciting book, all about the character of God and what he's done for us in the Lord Jesus. It's not primarily there to be a sort of handbook for life or to teach us what to do and what not to do. It's a love letter from God. It's designed that we might know him better, have a relationship with him through his son. And there's nothing more exciting than that in a broken world like ours. So having mentioned Day of the Tentacle earlier, I guess it's no secret I'm a big fan of point and click adventure games, particularly those done by LucasArts like Monkey Island, Sam and Max, those kind of games. And I think that genre of game, the adventure game, has some fantastic strengths. They just provide a really straightforward way to teach the drama and the meaning and significance of Old Testament narrative in a way that can be really fun and compelling. They're narrative-based games, so they plonk you in that situation. You get to talk to different characters. You can ask them for an explanation of the things you don't understand. And my approach, I've taken one of the anonymous characters in the narrative. I've invented a bit of a backstory for them so that their own story arc parallels the big teaching point of the passage. So if you like, their story is going to be a little worked example of the application of the passage for today. So it's not going to primarily be about morality. It's going to look at these stories. It's going to teach the meaning of them. It's going to help you understand what's going on and why it's happening, and above all, what it teaches us about the character of God. And I hope that's there's nothing boring about that. Learning about God, it doesn't have to be stodgy or like a Sunday school lesson. There's nothing more exciting than getting to know your Creator. So I'm really excited about the idea of Old Testament adventure games, and I hope you will be too.